Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 1-0 defeat away to Rapid Vienna in the Europa League tonight. It's hard to know what to think about that tonight. I think you can't be angry at the team at all because they did play very well tonight, I felt, and throughout the campaign they were a credit to us. Absolutely, they were. I've said this time and time again, we've pushed well above our weight in this campaign. I mean, 5 months ago we started this Europa League campaign, and we missed out at the last chance there. And I've got to say I'm very proud of the players. They went into this campaign, they've given it their all. They haven't disgraced themselves one bit, and I think we've put ourselves well back on the roadmap of Europe, absolutely. But you can only feel a lot of pride for the players tonight. They did try, despite what the BT guy says at the last, after the full time whistle, oh, we chased the goal and we only had 2 shots on target. That doesn't really tell the full story of the game. I felt it was a very open game tonight. I don't think that Rapid sat in like maybe they could have done. They only needed a draw at the end of the day, and it was, as I said, it was quite an open game, especially in the first half. But we largely controlled it. There was some passages of lovely play. We just needed that cutting edge in the final third, and that's maybe arguably the story of our season, especially domestically. We could have had a lot more out of games if we had just that cutting edge in the final third. I can only highlight a couple of players here in terms of folk who were maybe a bit off tonight. Maybe Tavernier, he can go from brilliance to bomb scare in the blink of an eye sometimes. Some of his deliveries were brilliant tonight and some of his deliveries were pretty poor. He needs Candace alongside him as well down that channel for him to be effective. Both of them are creative outlets, and when they play, the team plays. And whereas he wasn't dreadful tonight, he was actually pretty good in defence when he had to be. His creativeness up front was sometimes lacking, especially with that delivery. Macaulay was the only other one I can really pick out that he gave the ball away quite a few times tonight, and there was a few passages where he was maybe quite lucky to escape any punishment of obviously losing an earlier goal. But most, they're the only small gripes in the team tonight, because I felt we did play well, we controlled it. As I said, there were some lovely passages of play, some one-touch stuff, good triangle football. We're getting forward. Yeah, we only had, I think it was 2 shots on target all game, but I think it doesn't, as I said, it didn't tell the full story. I never actually wrote too many notes in the first half because there wasn't a great deal to talk about apart from Goldson hitting the bar after a great free kick was whipped in from the right side of the box, and Goldson got his head to it and it smashed off the bar and out. So that was probably the closest we came. Either team really came. We snuffed out anything Rapid had to throw at us, which was not a lot, to be honest. Barisic forced a great save from the keeper no long before that Goldson effort as well. So we had a couple of chances there. Into half time, certainly not disappointed. We had 45 minutes to do things. The play opened up a wee bit more, I think, and there was a few chances for either team. I think certainly Rapid got a wee bit more a hold of the game in passages. Again, then it was our turn to have a good bit of the play. Rapid had a few half chances, we had a few half chances as well, and ultimately I think that we really never did get the ball on target often enough and test their keeper to his full extent, because I think their defence was pretty shaky. They could be broken down, but we needed that cutting edge there, and I think as the game went on it was quite clear that what we were trying wasn't working. Rapid were coming, they made a couple of changes and they were getting back into the game, and once again I think we left the substitutions too late. It wasn't until the 70th minute where Koulibaly came off and Grezda came on. 9 minutes later Jack came off and Lafferty came on, and I think we did start playing a wee bit better once Grezda came on as well. We got a wee bit more chances. Unfortunate we lost the goal in the 83rd minute, and when there was really no time to come back, obviously we needed to win the game, we needed 2 goals, and it's that was frustrating because I think we were piling on the pressure at that point. We had chucked a lot of players up, and maybe that's, obviously we left ourselves short at the back. Really, the ball was forced back into our right position. I think it was Tavernier ended up playing the ball back to McGregor, who took his time. And as I said to my mates on the group chat, as soon as he started to take his time with it, he wasn't under pressure, and he kicked the ball out. It was a long ball to the halfway line, and it went right to the Rapid player, who got the ball forward quickly. Some good triangle football from them, and worked the ball into the box, couple of 1-2s, and he was left with basically a one-on-one with the keeper effectively, and he slotted it home coolly, and really no way back from us from them. You could argue that McGregor, it was a poor kick out. He had options there rather than playing it long, but I'm not going to have a go at McGregor for that, because what he's done for this so far this season has been astronomical, and he's certainly kept us in games, never mind winners games. So I'm not going to blame him for that. Tavernier, again, it was a wrong option. He had other options rather than pass back. It was arguably the safer option. However, there was other options there. He could have played it to. One of these things, as I said, the team certainly never disgraced us tonight. They never disgraced us in Europe at all this season. They have shone a light on Rangers in the European stage once again, and it's been fantastic experience. I'm pretty sure all the Bears over there, over 10,000 of them, just now are still going to have a great time, and they've had a great time. So it's unfortunate we're not still in Europe. We can't sing we're on our way to Baku any longer, unfortunately. It was obviously a pipe dream, that one, but absolute credit to the team, and from where we started. I mean, you think that, as I said, we started this campaign 5 months ago. That's when the team was only first put together 5 months ago. So absolutely astonishing performance we've had in Europe over this season. So hopefully we can do one better and get into the Champions League qualifiers if we win the league this year. Failing that, certainly another run like this in Europe would be more than welcome, because it certainly does finances well as well. So onwards to Sunday. I mean, obviously that's the one good thing about this is no more Sunday games. Obviously, we're obviously playing Hamilton at home, so I would expect another good result there, but we'll see what happens. So I think Dave and I will be back after that game, hopefully, because we've also got a game on Wednesday to play as well against Hibs away. So we'll just see what happens there in terms of getting pods out. But as ever, if you want to check us out on all our social media websites, all our social media sites at Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, there's YouTube as well as Spotify and iTunes, and obviously the main one, you can get all of that on our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com. So thanks for listening, and bye.